Hey, good morning. Good morning. It's Saturday. And for anybody that's like watching the replay, I'm just going to tell you right now because I'm really excited. And there's going to be context. I'm going to tell you how this ties into the topic anyways. But it's my birthday tomorrow. Just so you know, just so everybody knows. Okay, so chaos is messy, but so damn beautiful. Okay, so I was rambling as I do in my stories, and I was going on about so tomorrow it's my birthday, right? See, there's a point to me telling you this. I also wanted to just like tell you it's my birthday, so whatever. I should be wearing a tiara or like a birthday hat. Tomorrow, maybe I will tomorrow. I don't think I have one. I might have a birthday hat. Okay, let's get back to the topic. Okay. So I was going on in my stories about tomorrow morning. I'm gonna do, as long as like a planet doesn't decide to shit itself and nothing crazy happens energetically where I'm super drained. I'm gonna go live and I'm gonna do like a special happy birthday to me / gift to you live healing thing on my Facebook page. Usually I do the Wednesday morning healings. I didn't do one last week because I was like not in a great energetic place, and yeah, it happens. So I'm thinking I'm gonna do one tomorrow. I think I'm really excited. It's gonna be a lot of fun. It'll be a lot of fun. And so I was going on about that, and I said, oh, and then I'm gonna post it on YouTube, so you can follow me on YouTube as well if you want to watch it. And then I was thinking, oh, but I'm also gonna send out the link. I'll send out the YouTube link to my email list. So if you want the link, join my email list. And I realized I haven't finished creating the sign up for the email list, and it's been on my to-do list for a while, and I started it and I worked on it a few times, and it's like kind of in place, but like I have to finish like details. It's a work in progress, right? And so side note, message me or like email me or whatever if you want to get onto my email list where I'll send out the links and stuff like that, and I will add you manually because I'm not done setting it up. Okay, so side note, but let's get back to the topic. So you might be experiencing this too, and it used to make me so frustrated, but I've learned to just like let it go and go with the flow. You might be experiencing this too if you have like a lot of projects on the go, if you start a lot of things and then you stop a lot of things and you revisit them, and you might get frustrated. You might get frustrated sometimes. I used to get really frustrated by it, where I would like look at like all these unfinished projects or all these things that I've started and nothing was really moving, and I would revisit them and things would make some progress, but I used to get really frustrated by it, just like, oh, you know, I started this and now I'm distracted by this, or I'm distracted by that, or I should be working on this, and then I would try and sit down and I would try and force myself to finish tasks, and I would sit down with my laptop. Okay, I'm gonna get this email list finally set up. I'm gonna finish like that thing and that stuff and whatever's on my to-do list, and then I'd sit there with my laptop and I would feel like this feeling inside my chest of like, like I don't want to do this. And that's okay. Because if you're building your own business, if you're doing anything like that, you really need to kind of go with the flow. There are certain things that you're going to create that are going to give you deadlines, right? But you can create processes for making sure that they get done and you stay on top of your shit, right? You're going to have deadlines. But if you're creating or you're building or you're exploring or whatever, yes, it's like your fitness journey. I'm just going to say it. It's like your fitness journey. A lot of people give up on things, and that's where the frustration comes from, because they say, I need to lose 100 pounds in 1 year. And if that 1 year mark comes and you haven't lost 100 pounds, you give up and you're like, fuck, well, that was a fail. I missed my goal. So like, whatever, I'm going to eat 10 pizzas and drown my sorrows, even though you lost 80 pounds in a year. Like, that's fucking stupid. Sorry, it is. I used to be like that though. I'd say like, oh, I'm gonna do this by then, and then that day would come around and I would just like fail epically, or I'd just like miss the goal or whatever, and I'd get really upset about it, right? And so we give ourselves like these timelines instead of just like giving us the flexibility of like, this is what I want to do, and it's okay to have a timeline, but you don't need to always hit that timeline, right? Progress is still progress no matter how messy it is, right? And that's kind of where that was coming from. Having all these projects on the go, constantly doing all these things a little by little, you know, it's okay if they're not complete, because sometimes you do need to be in a creative space or in the right mindset to be working on them and to build it. It's okay, and you need to let that go and say, I'm still making progress, because like, even though let's say you're building a bunch of Lego houses or something. Even though you're building all these different Lego houses, sometimes you need to make sure you have the right pieces for each house. Like you grab a piece out of the Lego bin and that piece doesn't fit. It doesn't fit on that first house. So maybe you start working on the third house a little bit, right? You're still building all your houses. You're still building everything. You're still making progress. You truly, truly are. Every little thing that you do, every little piece of Lego that you attach to one house or the other. And just because one house isn't perfectly finished before you move on to the next house, you need to understand that sometimes that's not how it goes. That's just sometimes not how it goes. In a perfect world, amazing. Have a to-do list, knock one thing and then one thing and then one thing. But sometimes you do this and sometimes you do that. Sometimes you do that. And then down here and then you're up here again. It's a little bit like cooking too. If I'm meal prepping like a whole bunch of different things. I might be cooking onions and I'll cook a whole bunch of different onions for all the different meals if like I can do that all at once, or depending on when maybe I'm cooking rice and then I'm going to use the pot and I'm going to make the pasta right away before I finish the rice and move on. It can be all over the place, and that's the whole thing. Chaos. It looks like chaos. It looks messy. It looks like nothingness. It's randomness. It feels random, and that's where you get frustrated, because it feels or appears random, even though if you take a step back, you're still pulling Legos out of that bin and you're still doing things and you're still building your houses. And if you actually look up chaos, if you see any diagrams, they're so beautiful. And it is beautiful. It is beautiful if they feel or appear disorganized, but what you're actually doing is going with the flow and working on the things as they come up, right? As they come up, instead of forcing that square peg into that round hole where you're then just creating friction, and you're going to maybe even create self-resentment or resentment towards your business of trying to force yourself to do this thing. If I sat down every single day and I tried to force myself to finish that fucking email sign-up process, I would be so irritated. I would be so irritated. But instead, I need to do things that I'm inspired to do that are still making progress towards my end goals. And lately, it's been a lot of cooking. I can't wait to share all the amazing recipes I've been finding, and that's part of my email sign-up process too. I've been like cooking, and I've been like thinking of how I'm gonna send out these templates and create all these things, and I have all these ideas being generated from doing something else for a different project that I can still wrap up. So you never know. You also never know. You might pull out that brick, put it on a different house, but when you put it on that house, you're like, oh wait, that's a really cool idea that I did for this house. Maybe I can apply over here too. Maybe there's a reason things aren't finished yet. Maybe you just don't have the right bricks. Right. Okay, that was good. Yeah. That was good. Okay, it's 6:56. I'm gonna go work out. I'm gonna go take care of myself. Oh, it's hair wash day. It's not actually a hair wash day. Hair wash day, I think, should technically be on Monday, but it's my birthday tomorrow, so I want to have clean hair tomorrow. I don't want to have having to run to the bathroom and put dry shampoo in my hair every 5 minutes, because it gets to that point near the end of the week. It really does. Speaking of, if you have any experience with shampoo bars, the bars of soap, I'm gonna make the switch. I'm gonna make a switch to shampoo bars. I'm gonna try and step away from dry shampoo as well. But if you have any leads on like a natural dry shampoo that actually works, I might be open to it. I don't know. I'm trying to go as like simple as possible. Simple. I just want to simplify my life. Cool. Okay, have an amazing Saturday, and join me tomorrow. Go on Facebook, Spooky Anna. Just Spooky Anna is my page. No K. Instagram Spooky Anna wasn't available, so I had to add the K, but that's okay. What's my last name? It starts with a K, just in case you were wondering. Now you know. Now you know. Okay, have an awesome day, guys. I guess I'll talk to you tomorrow. Maybe later. I don't know. We'll see. No, probably just tomorrow.